Let's face it, nobody likes to fail, right? Nobody wants to be deemed a failure and nobody wants to feel that disappointment, right? I used to fail a lot of times, but it wasn't until I adapted these three principles that I'm going to talk about in today's episode that I started failing forward and accomplishing my goals faster. So if you're tired of failing and feeling like you're spinning your tail, you're definitely going to want to check this episode out.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. My name is Markiss Stone, and I'm the host of the Daily Dose Show, and I would like to welcome you to the next day of your new life. That's right. See, we all have the same 24 hours in a day. What would you do with yours today on this beautiful Labor Day, September the 2nd, 2019, the year of consistency, and also the third quarter of the triple threat, family, career, and fitness. And you know, it's Motivation Monday. I am feeling so good. You want to know why? Because I have been up quite some time and my challenges are still up. But I know somebody, it's Labor Day. Somebody needs that daily dose of positivity, inspiration, motivation, education, and you know your boy Marcus got the antidote. But before I hand it out to everybody, I need everybody that's watching this right now to do me my favorite thing in the whole wide world on a count of three, and that's 1, 2, 3. Hulk smash the share button right now. Just go ahead and hit it for me. I know it's supposed to be green right now, but you know, sometimes I just mess up a little bit, but it's okay. We're going to knock that share button out of the park. We're going to jab it. We're going to uppercut it. We're going to hook it and just knock it out the park because today's topic is going to be fire, ladies and gentlemen. I am so glad that you guys are here with me on Labor Day. Let's see if we got some people that came fashionably late. That's what, Jeremy George, you got to work today? I'm imagining that's the case. He said, what's a Labor Day? Janelle, what's going on? Melissa Gomez, she's doing a 21-day challenge. She's doing some amazing things out there. Well, let's go ahead and get right into it. We're not going to waste too much time today, but I will tell you this morning started out quite fantastic. Let me tell you how it's been so far. So this morning, the first thing I did was I got back to the weights, baby. That's right, I got back to the weights because I was disappearing. You know, I'm on day 43 of this hashtag 75 hard challenge, and I've been disappearing. So I got to get my outdoor workout out there on the patio bright and early, 4 o'clock in the morning, while everybody else is sleeping. Then
look, session, about to go for a 15-minute walk, and then I'm going to get 45 minutes in on the bike, all before most people wake up in the day.
Bam. And so, I mean, that's cool. As you can see, 30 minutes working out, lifting weights. Then I went for my 15-minute brisk walk, and you know I had to get it on my Peloton, baby. That's my boo. That's my bae. Y'all can't judge me when it comes to that. 45 minutes, burned over 700 calories. That's right, 2 workouts and a brisk walk. And look at what I come to see while I'm done. I mean, look at these two. Look at these two. They are knocked out on the couch. Let me tell y'all, this was 4 o'clock this morning. I go into the basement and look at I see Tweedledee and Tweedlethumb right there just knocked out on the couch. These girls probably stayed up all night to probably 3 o'clock in the morning playing Minecraft and talking and doing what 12-year-olds do. But I'm not really going to be tripping on that. But what's really cool is that today was the first day of my From Try to Triumph 21-day challenge. And let me tell you, I am so excited. You want to know why? Because last night we had our kickoff call and it was flat out dope. It was really great. And let me tell you, these challengers are up already. I get up this morning, I'm making my posts, I'm getting my work, I'm looking, everybody is already up. They're already up. Some people not even used to getting up this early, but they are up. They being silly and funny, they being excited, and they are ready to slay the 21 days to take the next chapter. Take the next chapter in their new life. So I'm so excited. While I was talking about all this, I know there may have been some people that came a little bit fashionably late. And I just got a little homie named Lyric that's going to tell you what to do. Lyric, tell him what's up.
Hulk smash the share button.
That's right. If you came late, just beast up that share with a title. Type it in the comments section. Today we are going to talk about failing, you know, and it's Motivation Day. So, you know, motivation is the reason or reasons one has for acting or behaving in a particular way. Well, today I want you to behave a little bit differently because I want you to have a different perspective when it comes to failure. So, without further ado, understand that we are going to be talking about failing forward. I know a lot of times a lot of people are afraid of failure. They put these astronomical goals out there. They say they want to do some amazing things, and then they end up failing and they get discouraged. And some people don't even go back to the drawing board. Some people just say, forget it. I tried. I gave up. That's the end of it. Whatever. I'm done with this. I shouldn't have done it in the first place. But today, I got the antidote for you when it comes to failure. So let's go ahead and get right into it.
The antidote is a medicine taken or given to counteract a particular poison. Now, Marcus, it's 6:30 a.m. on the Eastern Time Zone. The dose house is starting to get filled to capacity with people who want that antidote. I think it's time to refill some prescriptions. Hit them with the antidote.
All right, today we are going to be talking about 3 reasons why you want to fail forward. Stop taking such a negative approach to failure. Failure, number 1, is it teaches you what you don't learn from success. See, here's the deal. If we kept succeeding all the time, if everything was great all the time, if we won all the time, then it would become easy and we would take things for granted. That's why when we fail, we use those opportunities to learn what success doesn't teach us. See, don't forget, you have to evolve. As time goes on, you must progress as well too. You have to be a constant growth and progress. See, take like Toys R Us for example. Like they didn't evolve and they didn't learn that this whole internet thing could potentially destroy their company, and it's exactly what happened. If they would have took the approach to evolve and learn, see Toys R Us and Babies R Us, they were winning for a long time, all throughout the 80s and the 90s and the early 2000s, and then this internet thing really started to boom, and then we got our Amazons and our eBays and all that kind of stuff, and the next thing you know, Toys R Us isn't so hot anymore. They didn't evolve. So guess what happened? They filed bankruptcy, they went out of business, and things didn't happen. Let's take Sears, for example. Now, Sears has been around for a long time. Maybe somebody that's a little bit my baby boomer generation or something like that, maybe y'all can let me know. But I know Sears has been around for a super long time. When I was a kid, Sears was the place to go to get everything. Your appliances, your clothes, your pictures taken, whatever you wanted to do, Sears was the thing. But Sears did not prepare properly for this whole internet thing. And guess what happened? They didn't evolve. See, they achieved massive success for a long time, and they got comfortable. You know what I'm saying? You know what happened when you get it on cruise control and you get comfortable? You're not prepared for those emergency situations, and this internet thing just came by storm, and next thing you know, it shook up the whole world, and Sears wasn't ready, and boom, another one out of business. See, you have to understand, when you fail, it teaches you things. You got to humble yourself, and you got to realize that if you're not evolving, you're not learning. If you're not failing, you're not learning. And it's what happens when you fail, how you react to failure, that is going to determine whether you're going to be successful or not. If you go and you fail and things don't go good and you just say, oh, well, there's nothing we can do about it, or we tried this and we tried that, and you're just not chipping away at the brick wall, then that failure, you're going to be doomed. You're going to be out of business. You're done. Termino, finito, you're done. It's how you react to this failure. If you use failure as a learning opportunity to figure out and evolve and grow, then you get continued success. Let's go ahead and get into number 2. Number 2, the second reason why you want to fail forward is it continues the growth process, the trial and error. Now, this is where the real magic happens. See, it takes a long time. It takes a long time to really get things right. Right now, I'm working on the side hustle, the side thing, the entrepreneurial type of stuff, right? And let me tell you, I am failing for it all the time. I'm putting myself out there. I'm taking risks. I'm taking chances, and I'm putting it all out there, and I'm betting down and tripling down on my success and tripling down on my strengths and tripling down on things that I'm great at, and I'm just putting it all out there. And I understand that there's going to be some failures, but you know what? This is a trial and error situation. Now, let me tell you, I don't know any scientific experiment that's ever been conducted only testing things out one time. You remember you was in high school and stuff like that, and you had to come up with a hypothesis, and then you had to come up with like a thesis statement and all that kind of stuff, and then you went ahead and put your plan into action, and you see what was going to happen. Your science teacher didn't tell you to just do it one time. No, you had to do it multiple times. Any scientific experiment has never been conducted under one situation. You remember you had your controls and your variables. Man, let me tell y'all, that was one class I did pay attention, and I like science a little bit. But anyway, a lot of people, when it comes to these obstacles, when it comes to these goals, they give up only after one time. They don't have an optimistic mindset. They have a pessimistic mindset, and they say, oh, well, I tried. I gave it a shot. Things didn't work out. Usually, I'm just going to put it out there. It's our older generation that wants to be a part of the one and done crew. That's just it. I gave it a shot. I tried it. I did what you wanted me to do. What else do you want me to do? I want you to continue to try. Use your failures as a learning opportunity. You try, you fail, you figure out another route. You try, you fail, you figure out another route. You try, you fail, you figure out another route. Because guess what? Eventually, it'll move you into number 3, which is basically it strengthens your mind's endurance. You know what endurance is? Your endurance is the capability to keep on going when you feel fatigued. How long can you go? How long can you go trying to figure it out? How long can you just mask the pain? How long can you just continue to chip away at walls? I wish I had that picture up right now. Matter of fact, I wonder if I still have that picture. Let me see if I still got that picture. Do I still got that picture? Okay, I must have deleted it. But you guys know what picture I'm talking about. I'm talking about the picture where basically the guy is chipping away and chipping away and chipping away, and the guy comes like this close to the diamonds, and he's turning around and walking away. You get where I'm going? There's even this book out that I got to buy this book. I've seen the book, and I just got so many books I got to read through. But there's this book called 3 Feet from Goal. You just keep on going and keep on going and keep on going. And when you get this close, that's when you're that close to giving up. Do not give up. Build your mind's endurance. Let me show you something. Anybody know who this guy right here is? I'm just a little bit curious. Does anybody know who this guy right here is? And what's in his hand? The man's name is Thomas Edison. You know what? I did a little research. I did a little Googles. I did my homework. You know how long it took him to create this light bulb? 1 year. 1 year. Can you imagine? Just keep, you got these objects and you keep messing around. You got copper and wire and all this other kind of stuff that goes into the light bulb. You just keep going. And for 1 year straight, I mean, you dedicate hours every single day to try to figure this out. Can you imagine that every single day? Failing every single day for a year. A lot of people are ready to give up on like day 5. A lot of people are ready to give up after a couple of weeks. A lot of people say, man, I've been doing this every single day for a month and it doesn't seem to work. This man worked on it for 365 days until he finally got that light bulb to stay lit for 13 and a half hours. 365. Can you imagine the amount of mental discipline it took for this guy? He just kept going and 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 failing and failing and failing and failing and failing. Could you imagine doing that? This is what I'll tell you. Every time I get down on myself, every time that I think I'm not having a huge impact on the masses, every time that I feel like I'm not helping enough people, every time things don't go my way, every time I don't get the results that I want, every time that I seem to fail, you know what I say? I look up to Dr. Eric Thomas a whole lot, and it was such a pleasure to meet that man. I did my research on him, and I'm still continuing to study him to this day. You want to be fantastic, you want to be great, you got to study the greats, and I study the greats. This man was delivering his first motivational speech in the 90s. And I didn't find out about Eric Thomas until around 2013. And he said in one of his videos, he said, I've been doing this so long, the internet helped me, but it took me over 10 years to finally become a household name, become a point where everybody is notarizing me as the #1 motivational speaker in the world. It took him over a decade. Thomas Edison, it took him a year to get that thing to stay lit. It took Eric Thomas over a decade. Can you imagine putting yourself out there, waiting to blow up, waiting to make it big, waiting to have a massive impact on the world, working towards the Nobel Peace Prize, putting your heart, soul, effort, and energy into every single thing that you do, and not being able to appeal to them as he did it for over a decade. So every time that I feel like I'm not doing enough, or I'm not reaching enough, or I'm not accomplishing my goals fast enough, I'm just getting uncomfortable and enjoying the ride and just keep applying massive action to pouring into what I love to do every single day, which is to get right in front of you and educate you, motivate you, inspire you, help you, train you, and have you fall in love with this infectious smile at 6:30 in the morning. You see what happened this morning, man? Look at this. Lifted weights already.
Just
went
finished
for a
the
brisk
30
walk. Got on a 45-minute bike ride while most people are still asleep. They night-night. They go night-night. Let's go ahead and go down the fail forward checklist in case you came a little bit fashionably late. Number 1, it provides alternative ways to learn. You will not always be successful. You will not win all the time. Number 2, continues the growth process. You only learn when you're failing. Use those as opportunities to learn, to try different alternative methods to get you better results. And number 3, strengthens your brain's endurance. How long can you continue to grow? to when you run into some obstacle and you fail to find an alternative method. It helps to grow that brain's endurance and makes your brain last a long time. You guys already know I say this all the time. You have to exercise your brain. Your brain is the strongest muscle in your body. If you don't use it, you will lose it. I promise you that. You ever work out for a while and get nice results and you look in the mirror, you're like, yeah, and then all of a sudden you stop working out for a while and you lose it? Your brain is the same way. Use it or lose it. Here's the deal, guys. I want you to do me a favor. If you want some swag, if you can help support your boy, I greatly appreciate it. Hop on over to the dailydosestore.com. Get yourself some shirts. Get yourself a swag bag. Sorry, Jeremy George. I know you want a coffee mug, but unfortunately, I told you maybe I can get a sticker to put on one. But if you want to make sure that you always catch your antidote, that'll be a cool thing. If you can't catch me out 6:30 a.m. live, hop on YouTube, type in my name, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, take your Thor hammer and bang that notification bell so you can always get notified when I drop the dose on YouTube. You can also save about 5 minutes on a shout out. So that's for my people who are watching on the replay. If you want to skip past all that, just check out the YouTube channel. But you guys know the best way to catch me is live, baby. 6:30 a.m. Monday through Friday, Eastern Time Zone. That's right. Just search the Daily Dose Show. Make sure you hit the thumbs up. Those 3 dots underneath, change those notification settings to standard, and make sure you hit C first so you always catch the Daily Dose Show live. Go ahead and check out the outro.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Thank you so much for tuning in to the Daily Dose. I hope you got your antidote today, your daily dose of positivity, inspiration, and motivation. Check me out every Monday through Friday, 6:30 a.m. Eastern Time Zone on Facebook Live. And don't forget to Hulk smash that share button.
I do what I do from the heart and I don't expect anything in return. I'm a kid from the south side of Chicago that's here to make my family smile and inspire the world at the same time. Y'all have a fantastic Motivation Labor Day Monday. Peace.
Be sure to go ahead and give me a thumbs up on this video. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Hit that notification bell with your Thor hammer and be sure to leave a comment below.